both of us. Back kicks by Ali Gunya. Very, very fast. You can see that it really surprised Dennis Sharойkin there. As did this turning, spinning round kick. What a great round for this young man from Eindhoven, Ali Gunya.
Helversweg, ring vrij voor die tweede ronde van de partij.
His brother administering advice and coaching him as well. Well, round two. In red, Dennis Sharойkin. In yellow, Ali Gunya. This is not going to be an easy fight for Sharойkin, because Gunya seems to be up to the task. But then again, it might be premature to say that, because we're only in the second round now, and we know that the longer the fight lasts, the stronger Sharойkin is going to get. Obviously, that back kick did take some of the initiative away from Sharойkin. He was now more careful to move forward. That, of course, is a good thing for Gunya, the man in yellow. And that's something he shouldn't be doing there. The moment he starts throwing and swapping punches with Dennis Sharойkin, that's of course where the danger lies, because we know the Russian is a powerful puncher, has a great KO in his hands. You can see the pressure by Sharойkin growing gradually. Gunya, of course, being a member of the Al-Fit gym. Once again, that spinning back kick here. Nice turn. And his training partner is Yusuf Fidan, also a great fighter himself. And therefore the name Al-Fit Gym being a mixing of the names Ali and Fidan. Now, Sharойkin should be well prepared for this fight. Of course, he knows his opponent quite well, having fought him already once. We know he had some tough sparring sessions with Drago and his training partner Sahin Yakut, also known as Kars. But, it must be said, Ali Gunya seems to be very, very well prepared and in great shape. Round 3, in red, Dennis Sharойkin, also known as the Rus, and his opponent Ali Gunya in yellow. Good knee there by Sharойkin, who is now piling up the pressure. there. And this is, of course, the way that Sharойkin always fights. Going forward, not giving much chances to the opponent to rest, to take a breather. And not many people in the world who can stand this continuous pressure. There an elbow by the Sharойkin, that's strange. He shouldn't be doing that, and he would know. He should know that he's not allowed here. Good punches there, clean punches by Gunia. Right hand, right uppercut. I think Sharойkin is looking too much for that one-punch KO. There's a pity there. Using too much force and not enough speed. One kick there by Gunia. Once again a kick. Well, you have these opponents that just don't fit in with you. And I think that Gunia is one of those people that just will always be difficult to fight for a man like Dennis Sharойkin. Sharойkin always moving forward, inching towards his opponent, trying to come in close to use his superior power, then again throwing Gunia to the floor. Gunia should well take care that he shouldn't allow the Russian to dictate the pace of the fight. He seems to realize that now. Going on the attack. And once again, a creative move by Ali Gunia.
Einde van de derde ronde.
Round 3.
We zeggen ringvrij voor de vierde ronde.
Round 4. Dennis Sharойkin, the Russian, in red. Ali Gunia in yellow. Good knees there by Sharойkin. Of course, he has some leveling to do because we know in the first round he received a standing 8 count after a wonderful back kick by Gunia. So he needs to even up that score. Jumping knee there by Sharойkin. And the right hander there. Now it seems that Sharойkin is getting stronger as we expected him to be. This is a difficult round for Ali Gunia. Most of the initiative now comes from Dennis Sharойkin. Gunia moving backwards, trying to stay far away from the lethal hands of the Russian. And all he does between those knees. Well, he's elusive, moving about. The good thing that Gunya has a lot of stamina, especially when somebody is exerting so much pressure as Sharойкин is, always moving forward. Getting a breather there, being hit in the groin slightly, it seems. The referee doesn't give him too much rest. Right hand there by Sharойкин. And the knees now. And this is a place that Gunya doesn't want to be. He should not be against the ropes. Nor against a man like Sharойkin.
Absoluut applauswaardig. Heldersweg, ringvrij voor die vijfde en laatste ronde van de tijd, de laatste kans om ze aan te moedigen.
Round 5. In red, Dennis Sharойкин. In yellow, Ali Gunya. Actually, he's a Russian. And they call him Rus, which means Russian here in Holland. Been here for a couple of years now, this knockout fighter. A tremendous knockout percentage. Muay Thai, A-class, here in Rotterdam.
Dit is Sharойкин van Jim Allegaar.
Najim Etoulali, a Moroccan fighter living in Holland. One of the strongest super middleweights here in Holland. Both of these men have sound records. It'll be interesting to see who will be victorious in this matchup. A matchup which has been expected for a long time.
A representation for the former Thai
Najim
kickboxing
from the
champion of
famous
the world,
Sit-down gym.
Najim Etoulali.
While the Rus Sharойкин trained at Gym Alkmaar. 5 times 3 minutes. And of course, modified Muay Thai rules, that means no elbows. Now we know that Sharойкин is a man with a devastating, lethal right hand. The strongest attributes that we can see at Najim Etoulali's arsenal techniques are the knees. His clinching power is very, very strong indeed. It'll be the greatest test for Sharойкин, the man in red, who has, up until now, mixed in good company, although Etoulali is the strongest fighter he's ever faced up until now. But of course, it's the right-hand power of Sharойкин that's being feared. Etoulali, with his very sharp, short box, it's difficult, almost dangerous to throw a low kick at the legs of Najim Etoulali because you might get hurt yourself because of the way he blocks. He's a very professional fighter. It's a very special fighter because he broke his right shin bone about 3 or 4 years ago. It took him about 1.5 years to come back from that heavy injury. It happened in Milan during a fight there. But he's back now. Najim Etoulali, the man in the yellow shorts. It'll be interesting to see how he deals with the right-hand power of Sharойkin. Also for Sharойkin, should be a bit difficult now. Of course, Etalali has been fighting all over the world, in Thailand, in Europe, etc., all the countries here. And many said that the knockout power of Sharойkin would be able to work with a fighter of the stature, of the measure of this, like this Najim Etalali. Well, we'll see. Up until now, it's quite even, the fight. This is the position that Sharойkin does not want to be in. Clinching is the strong point of Najim Etalali. Very powerful. And once he has... Oh, there, a right hand! What a right hand! All of a sudden, out of nothing, there comes this straight right punch. And that's the punch that counts for all the knockouts of Sharойkin. And that is a surprise. Wow! Sharойkin, out of the blue, throwing the right hand there once almost again. And now we'll see what Sharойkin can do. Will he be able to capitalize on this knockdown of Etalali? Etalali is definitely stunned, because heavy fire now coming from Sharойkin, throwing lots of right hands to his opponent. You can see the way that Etalali climbs to his feet, and that bell came just in time. No bell. The fight continues. Obviously, somebody thought the bell rang, and the fight can continue. There it is. What a right hand. Sharойkin leading from the nose. Of course, he is a fighter who has made a formidable progression in a very short time. And a amateur boxing background in Russia. And when he, 2 or 3 years ago, he came to Holland, he made a rapid rise in the super middleweight ranks, having a string of knockouts, which finally got him very, very soon into the A class. Now this man, Najim Etalali, is a formidable fighter, but he would do well to pay heed to this very dangerous right-hand punch of Dennis Sharойkin. Let's hope we can see that again. There we go. The right hand, bam. And that's the punch that has accounted for so many of the knockouts of Sharойkin. They've warned him for that. He's been warned for it because everybody knows that once the Russian hits, he hits hard. Well, we'll see. Najim is a very experienced fighter, and nothing is lost yet. First round, 10-8, of course, to Sharойkin, the man in red. Second round now, the man in yellow, that is Najim Etalali. And let's see what Etalali can do. Has he recuperated from this heavy straight hand, right hand? Knees. Now, the only thing that I would recommend to Najim right now is to start clinching. Just go to your opponent, hold him, because in that respect, Etalali is undoubtedly the better fighter. He is very strong, meaning clinching. He's got the height, he's got the strength, he's got the stamina to do so. But once again, the right uppercut of the Russian. Sharойkin is strong. Sharойkin is hungry. He's a bit too hesitant, though. A bit hesitating too much to attack freely. We know, of course, that Najim has also started a career as a professional boxer, although he's only had a couple of fights. But nevertheless, that right hand in the first round was a clear warning to Najim Etalali. Well, right now the fight seems even again. Here in the second round, And it's quite clear also that Shoreykin is a bit hesitant to go full out, to go out full power. Of course, Shoreykin has some very good sparring partners in Jim Alkmaar. Men like Drago, men like Kaas and Yakut. Two top A-class fighters where he trained with regularly. Lots of sparring there. But the same goes for Najim. Najim has around him a stable of many A-class fighters, and that gives him lots of sparring. And of course the necessary know-how of his trainer, Mohamed Aitasu. And one thing is sure, and that is that his right hand has made Najim a bit careful. Maybe too careful. Once again, the right hand, dangerous, fast, and full power. When Shoreykin throws the right hand and is hit, it's almost always a KO. That knee was good. And that's something he should do more often. Najim should try to bring the knee into play more often. And that's what they keep on saying to him in the corner. Go and go for the clinch. Even the second round. Let's see what we can see here in the replay. It's clear that Shoreykin has a lots of respect for the knees of Najim. You see now why. Sometimes Shoreykin goes too deep with his head, leaving himself open for counters of knee. Here we see Najim with Hassan Kazriwi, one of the other top A-class fighters in his corner, and of course as well his trainer. It will be interesting to see how this fight develops. Once again, the first round, the 10-8 round for Dennis Sharойkin, due to the right hand, which accounted for the 8 count in the first round. Second round was rather even. Let's see what round number 3 brings in this A-class Muay Thai fight here in Rotterdam in Ahoy. Third round. Najim yellow, Shoreykin the Russian in red. That's strange. It's not Shoreykin who is initiating the knee, and the right knee was dangerous. He saw the knee coming up. And again, also now Najim is trying to use more of his punching power in this fight. Obviously, you can't use the shoving motion with the foot. A movement they use a lot in French boxing in Savate. Good uppercut there by Najim. Najim is slowly coming back. It would be good for Shoreykin if he would go on the attack again, just like he did in the first round. And once again, you keep on hearing the voice of the trainer of Najim telling him to go for the clinch, go and start kneeing. Because this is a technique which won't work so easily against a fighter like Shoreykin. Shoreykin has a high and a tight defense, and most of the punches are being caught on the glove. No kicks by Shoreykin, mostly blocked by Najim. Neither of them is doing much damage, really, at the moment. I think this is the first time in the career of Najim that he's ever been knocked down. And of course, you wonder what that does to a fighter's confidence. And one thing is sure, it's definitely something that will help the Russian, Dennis Shoroykin. You can see also that the Russian fears also the power of Najim. Normally he is much more open, much more attacking, and still he gives a lot of respect, I think due, to his opponent. Careful. Both of them are very, very careful. Good uppercut there by Najim. There's Najim now who is on the attack again.
Eindelijk van de derde ronde. Ik hoor uit de kant van de ronde dat er nog steeds motor te koop zijn. En je weet het, nog steeds voor het goede doel.
Well, at least he's on the way back. Najim is trying to recover some of the ground he lost in the first round. I say the first round for this man, for Dennis Shoroykin. Second round was even, and the third round would give this man with a 10-9 advantage. But I wonder why he's not listening to the crew. They tell him,